You are now listening to Hong Kong 2, the only podcast sanctioned by People's Republic of China, featuring Chris Lynch and Benjamin Taylor.
Can we do like a YouTube? Let's do like a YouTube gamer intro for this one. I'll start and then I'll pass it off to you. Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to HK2. It's your boy. That's what they say that a lot.
It's your boy.
It's your boy Ben and my home dog Chris Lynch coming at you with a brand new episode of HK2. Let's jump right into it.
All right, guys. Today we're going to be covering topics such as yeah, and
Need a light?
no, I got a light. No, we're more than
Oh, I'm just kidding. They know.
We're more than
they
a,
know I'm joking.
we're doing a cigarette pod.
Oh, you put the HK. You put the Roku.
Might as well call it HK City.
HK City. You put HK City up.
Yes, for that that signature
That purple glow.
It's that signature purple.
It's that purple glow, bro.
Oh yeah.
Favorite emoji. Go. I like the guy with the tongue out and his eyes are like that shit, you know?
The one where his tongue's like off to the side?
No, that's like the laughing emoji. The one I'm talking about, the one where his eyes are just squinted and his tongue's out.
Oh, that's a classic one. Squinty eyes,
kind of like I think the
this.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's the one. And I guess the description for it would be the horny, excited
the
emoji.
horny, excited lad.
The getting excited,
but horny.
But horny.
It's like horny. It's like after you text a girl and she's like, "I'm coming through." You're like,
it's a lot more reasonable to send that than to just send a tongue emoji with the tongue sticking out.
well, the tongue with the eyes open is more sexual.
Oh yeah, the tongue with the eyes open is sexual. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's emoji. I was talking about just tongue, no eyes, just the tongue emoji.
That's more fun. That's more like lighthearted and fun.
They do have sex
with the eyes open.
They
like
do
this.
They have the.
That's like freaky ah.
The freaky ah emoji.
Freaky ahs.
or that, or the one where it's the teeth biting the mouth emoji.
That's not a real emoji though. It's a meme.
That's a real one.
There's no what like this.
I thought that was a real one.
No, that's a
meme.
It's a man-made emoji meme.
I'm embarrassed. I need
It's okay. That'd be I mean, iOS should incorporate that.
They added I guess they're adding.
Do you want an empty can?
No, I don't. Not around me. Do you have you seen the? I guess they're adding like celebrity emojis. Did you see they're adding Ariana Grande?
I saw that picture.
Is that fake?
That's not real. I don't think that's real.
Think I got trolled?
Yeah. I think that was just like an AI.
I'd be getting trolled.
That's okay. I like it.
You like when I get trolled?
Well, I like that you're that
I'm so like naive.
Yeah, I guess.
It's okay. I'm just innocent. I'm just an innocent guy.
That's what I like.
You ever ask Grok? You see people who ask Grok about shit?
Yeah, people use Grok a lot. Well, the nice thing about Grok is that you can just @ Grok on Twitter and it'll respond to you.
That is kind of a cool feature.
You can be like, Grok, @ Grok, what is this tweet about? And it'll like summarize it or...
Have you ever used Grok?
Not really, no. But
didn't we have a Grok? What was the Grok joke we were making? It was some kind of...
I think I was making a joke that the name Grok is like it sounds like a Marvel supervillain.
Yeah, it was funnier than I was. Yeah, whatever.
Anyways, it was funnier than that.
Grok is a funny because you could tweet anything and then in the replies you go down and it's just always a reply. Grok, what does this mean?
Yeah, we should Grok one of our videos, like our promotional videos, and see what it says about it. See if it summarizes the podcast.
Have you seen the trend of like younger girls kind of our age using ChatGPT as their therapist?
No.
That's a new thing.
I don't like that.
Did we talk about this at some point?
No.
There's like
using ChatGPT as a therapist?
Yeah.
I think ChatGPT is like kind of programmed to be a therapist because it's like a yes man.
Well, the trend is like girls will talk to ChatGPT like it's Chappell-Roan or
You could
something,
Take that.
and they'll say they'll
talk to
they'll be like
ChatGPT
girl
like-
they'll be like, so this is how they'll start their conversation off with ChatGPT. They'll start it with like, girl, you won't believe what happened to me today.
Oh, they're trying to like, if they have nobody to talk
Yeah.
to, they'll spill
And then
the tea.
ChatGPT responds, it goes, tell me the tea, sis.
Oh,
So if you speak to ChatGPT using a certain word bank,
it'll start
will-
using AAVE.
It'll start. What's AAVE?
African American Vernacular English.
That wasn't even that funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy, bro. But girls are confiding in ChatGPT,
I don't blame him.
and the threads are all
Better
like
than a man.
yeah,
It's better than some human man.
and the threads are crazy. Girl, I do the same. I talk to my
I talked to my mans. You remember the
ChatGPT is useful in like certain. Sorry to cut you off. What were you saying?
No, I was gonna say do you remember it was ChatGPT existed. It was during the beginnings of AI, but they had those apps for a boyfriend or a girlfriend, an AI boyfriend or girlfriend that would talk with you.
Kind of like anime type stuff.
No, I don't even know if it had to be a boyfriend or girlfriend, but it was an AI companion that would talk to you.
Oh yeah, I've seen
when you were like
those.
lonely. That made me sad because it made me think about
When
people.
how long ago?
Like a year and a half ago. It was just like when AI started popping off, and there was these apps for talking to, like an AI for like as a friend, and it was a little sad.
It's like a phone app on your phone.
Yeah, just to
Mm.
like talk to a chat bot that was like if you're lonely, like
Why-
hey, I had a bad day.
I mean,
I mean,
I
it's
guess
good,
I guess like if I were like a 22-year-old black woman with no friends, black girl, not a woman. If I was like a 22-year-old black girl and I had no friends, honestly though, it just seems like ChatGPT goes against,
Where's the black coming to play?
because that's like the majority of tweets I see on Twitter
gotcha,
are
gotcha.
from black girls.
Yep.
Not to say there's not white girls doing it too. I'm sure there are, but it's just I mean, how do you reconcile a whole generation confiding in AI? I guess there's really nothing you can do. It's just fucked. It's just screwed.
Yeah.
Does ChatGPT, don't talk to ChatGPT.
I wouldn't talk to it. I mean, use it if it helps you.
It's
with,
good for that's what I was gonna say. Is it's good for hey, how do I add? How
Are you
do
talking
I?
about like technical things?
Yeah, technical stuff.
You know what's funny? I actually asked ChatGPT something semi recently, and it was it gave me a really strange answer.
What was the question?
So I was asking it something like some sort of something like I was trying to figure something out, and I'd have to find it, but it was like I was asking like, hey, can I use blah 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 for this like wire connection? And it said it was like, yes, you can't use this for like instead of should have said no, but it said yes, you can't do this.
I see.
So it gave me like a false positive,
right.
but like it's kind of dangerous because
That freak you out a little bit?
yeah, because it was fucked up. I'm gonna try to find it without using my phone for too long, but it was like really weird because it should not have given me that answer. It should have said no,
Right.
but it gave me yes, which is very strange.
Have you're gonna tell me this is fake, and I don't really
That's
mind.
fine.
I don't mind if it is, but the videos of people putting ChatGPT, like, so it's two phones and then one's ChatGPT and the other's listening, it's ChatGPT 2. And they'll have AI talk to each other, and then
Yeah,
there's a moment where they go, this is so fake, saying it out loud. Should we speak to each other in our native language or some bullshit? And then it's
I've
like
never heard
AI
that.
starts speaking some bullshit.
That's probably not real.
I saw that and I was like, oh, they're speaking a weird
yeah,
language.
they're aliens.
I'm like, they're aliens, but now that I'm saying it out loud,
It's
that-
probably not real. I
there's
found the thing
not-
I was talking about though. I was trying to figure out about this Yamaha speaker amplifier, and I was like, and I was talking to him about this specific model, and I was like, does the Yamaha support Bluetooth? And it replied, yes. The Yamaha AS301 does not have Bluetooth built in. It said, I asked it, does the Yamaha
yeah, it
support
says
Bluetooth?
yes, it doesn't.
Yes, the Yamaha does not support Bluetooth. I have it right here.
Yeah.
And
Would you take a screenshot?
yeah, because it was such a. Does the Yamaha support Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Yes, the Yamaha AS301 does not have Bluetooth support
Weird.
Isn't
I
that
wonder why
weird?
it does that.
because it's programmed to like tell you yes, then it more so than it tells you no.
Right.
But it frames it in a way that's just fucked.
That's
So
interesting.
you got to be careful with ChatGPT in those instances. But I thought that was interesting, to say the least.
Fuck. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say some shit.
My bad. I kind of cut you off. With
No.
that
It's
idea.
okay. It's fine. That's interesting though.
Yeah,
Yeah. ChatGPT is good for.
nothing. No, it's good for certain things.
We
I
already talked about that a million times, but you can there's an option in your phone settings where you can let Siri work in tandem with ChatGPT.
yeah, I haven't updated my phone yet.
It's pointless. It's so retarded.
I mean, if it
It's
makes Siri
stupid.
better, I'd use it, but
It
'cause of how
doesn't.
bad Siri is.
Still Indian.
Yep. Well,
Still an Indian Siri.
yep. Oh well.
Oh
Well, how you been?
I've been good. What about the this is kind of old news, but did you see the shit with all of the Snow White movie?
Oh yeah.
That girl, the titular character is Rachel Ziegler.
That's who plays Snow White
Mm-hmm.
now, and she's like what, brown, but she's not like that brown though.
She's not. She's light. I don't even know. Light skin? Is she
She's
light
like
skin?
what, like she's like Latina or something.
Latina or I don't think she's black. I think she probably has like a black parent, but
She's
that's
very, very, very light skinned.
very light skinned. And you know who I'm talking about, right? The actress.
Yeah.
You know how far apart her eyes are?
Yes.
Have you ever thought about that?
I never. I mean, I see it, but do you think? Well, that's
It's just
An
an observation. Yeah.
Well,
her eyes are far apart.
people were all up in arms about that because like she's supposed to be what, pale white because she's Snow White.
She's
That's the
Snow
idea.
White. She's supposed to. Well, you can't really knock her for not being.
I mean,
white.
she's like close enough. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
At this point, dude, everybody is putting fucking. It's like all fucked up. So I don't care. Snow White could be black for all I care. It doesn't matter. Like it's all fucked up now. Whatever.
Yeah. But it's part of the whole thing where they're making they're making historically white Disney characters
black or
black.
like mixed or something.
But I think she's like close enough to where it doesn't
She's
matter.
really not even. Honestly, bro. This is, call me crazy. I don't find her that unattractive.
No, she's attractive.
Like I think she's pretty,
she's pretty.
but she
I mean,
has.
it'd be one thing if they made her like the Romeo and Juliet
Yeah,
character, but
dude, you gotta like give Disney a break. Like they're gonna just cast black girls to play white characters. It
it's
just is what
whatever.
it is. You
it
know,
is what it is.
it just is what it is. But where she went wrong, she fucked up because she was like making political statements about Snow White, and she's like, it's
Oh.
weird that the prince kisses Snow White while she's sleeping. Weird. And there's like a meme. They memed her because she did some interview and she's talking to some journalists.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, so she did some interview with a journalist, and the line that got memed was she was talking about the movie, and she goes, this isn't verbatim, I'm just paraphrasing, but she goes something along the lines of, yeah, so the original Snow White story, there's a man kissing a woman. It's very male-centric. Weird. And she
Yeah.
says weird like that twice,
Oh.
and then everybody started clowning on her.
Well,
And I guess the movie, apparently the movie tanked and did really poorly.
I heard that. I mean, if she had those reservations about the Snow White story, then I don't think she should have refused the role.
And then, so after that happened, and I think this is real, a cast member or a production member on the movie came out and was like spilling the beans on Rachel Ziegler and, oh, well, this is people have to feed their families and you can't just come out and say all this political shit about the movie because a lot of us are it was just, I think she upset
I bet she did.
a lot of people who were working on that movie.
I bet she did.
And I wonder what the budget must have been. It must have been.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god!
It's a Disney movie, yeah.
At least 50 million, I think. What are you waking up?
No, it was an alarm to take out the trash, but I'm gonna do that in 2 hours from now.
But isn't that fucked that all it takes is one girl to tank your $50 million movie.
Yeah.
That's all it took.
Yeah, she should have kept her mouth shut about that. But again, it's Disney, and Disney is.
People say that she has fetal alcohol syndrome. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a difference between people with genetically
weird faces.
Yeah, and fetal alcohol syndrome.
It's pretty obvious when somebody has fetal alcohol syndrome.
Yeah, and I think there's like people with fetal alcohol syndrome have like cognitive issues too. I don't think it's just a facial thing.
I don't know what the gene is that makes her eyes so far apart, but it's definitely not fetal alcohol syndrome.
It's just her genetics.
We
have, some would say our eyes are very close together.
We have great genetics, you and I.
And we have like predator eyes. They're not, we don't have big prey eyes that are like here. We have like
I think that's really attractive.
Eyes.
I love when girls have
You think I'm attractive?
Big, huh? What did you say?
No.
I didn't catch it.
You think it's attractive
I said it was attractive when a girl has like big
eyes.
beady
Prey eyes.
I like the eye. What's that animal that has is it a lemur that has huge eyes?
You like the big eyes.
I like the big eyes. I
Makes
do.
sense
I cannot deny.
Because of what's her name?
I've got to say, I just got to throw it out
there. My ex-girlfriend from a couple of years ago, she had those eyes. She had those like big prey dumb eyes.
It's something about looking at a girl.
I think it's a thing.
It's when you look at a girl and her eyes are so big and beady that it's like
she's like a toy.
It's like she's ready to get killed or something.
Yeah.
You just kill her, do whatever you want.
It ignites your primal instinct.
Yeah. That's like a really... What's your favorite trait in a girl? Honestly. Is it the hair? Is it the eye? It's not the eyes.
It's not
Is it a physical trait or is it an emotional trait? What do you look for in a girl?
Favorite? Well, that's a big question.
Okay, how about this? Let's split it. Let's do... What do you look for in a girl physically? And, well, I guess that doesn't really matter because every guy wants their girl to be cool and funny and shit.
Yeah. I don't want my girl to be funny. Well,
not funny, but like
she can be funny.
What do you like physically in a girl?
Big butt.
Big butt?
Big butt.
I'm more of a boob guy. I like the boobs.
Really? How
I
see it is
too.
If she, it's like the butt is like the foundation, and the boobs, if she has nice boobs, that's just a bonus. I'm pretty sure that's been said for hundreds of years by men.
Just say it
again. And then I like, hair. I mean, I don't know. They come in all shapes and sizes, so I can't.
Let me ask you this: black or blonde?
Hair?
Yeah.
I prefer the darker hair.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm pretty impartial, but
black hair that's a tough one, huh?
What do you mean?
Just that question, black hair or blonde hair?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, darker hair for sure.
I think that's like the two most attractive types of girls are girls with blonde hair and girls with black. Like just genetically, if you have,
I mean, not many girls have black hair. Not many people have black hair.
Yeah,
I think like Asian people have black hair.
I feel like it's
Most people
mostly
have brown hair.
and then they dye it black, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like people like in nature, I don't think many people have like jet black hair.
Right.
I think like probably like East Asian people.
It's got to be
and
like a
then,
very small. Yeah, East Asians. Yeah.
and
I
then
don't think. Do you think girls in America are born with black? I'm sure some of them are.
there might be. Yeah. It depends on where their
But now that you mention it,
ancestry is
it's
from.
got to be. It's the majority of black hair girls got to be just brown haired.
I mean, the girls. There might be girls that dye their hair and you wouldn't even know it
Yeah.
because they've been dyeing it for so long that
Yeah.
you know.
That's just how
But
they are.
again, I'm not.
Oh,
when
you
ask-
know who's severely underrated though? Who we should show a little love to? The gingers.
Oh yeah,
They don't get enough love.
they don't get enough love. I agree.
Ginger girls are like special to me. They have
Yeah.
a special place in my heart.
Never been with a ginger girl.
Me neither, but I would like to someday.
Yeah, there's some
Have
sleepers.
you ever been with a really tall girl?
No,
What's the tallest girl you've ever been with?
I don't think I've been with a girl taller than me, like taller than like 5'8".
Really?
Yeah. I definitely never been with a girl that was like noticeably taller.
I fucked a giant once.
A giant?
Yeah,
How tall we?
she was like 6. Got to be like 6'4", 6'5".
No.
Yes, basketball player.
No.
Brittany Griner level height. Yes, insane.
Really?
She was the
White
tallest.
girl?
She was like the tallest girl I've ever met in my life. Yeah. What's up?
She's a white girl?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this back in California?
A blonde white girl
Back in Cali?
back in California in like 2018 or
Now,
something.
don't take this the wrong way, but what was she doing with you?
I mean, I don't think that's really like. What do you mean? I mean,
Like,
look at me. Chris.
I know, but like, I mean, you can understand why I would ask that.
She's just young and naive.
So, but she was. You're saying, I mean, I don't believe that she was 6'4".
She was extremely
Maybe
tall.
she was like 6'1".
She was like
Maybe.
She's at least like 7 inches taller than me. It was crazy, bro.
So how did this come about?
Like online fucking dating apps. I don't know. I was 18, so that had to have been it. Yeah, because she didn't go to my school or anything. I think she's
She
from
went to a different school.
She went to a different school.
So how'd that go? So you took her down?
I took her down, and then I felt really bad after because I'm like, this is just like novelty for me.
No. Oh, so you
It was just
weren't-
like something to knock
so
off the
what
bucket
now
list.
when you us being the same height roughly, what's how are you taking that down? You doing doggy?
Same way you do it. No, not doggy. I just
You had her
normal.
hop on top of you?
I don't know.
Did you have sex
actually.
with her?
Yeah, I had sex with her, but it was just normal.
Oh, you went missionary with the tall girl?
Yeah, just normal. I'm a normal guy, bro.
So were you just like
Very normal.
So were you,
So I was looking at her neck the
yeah,
whole
you're
time.
looking at her neck the whole time.
I was looking at her neck the whole time, and her bottom lip.
You're just hugging her.
It was pretty funny.
That is pretty funny.
It was pretty funny, and then
That's a tall one.
and then afterwards I felt like bad
Why?
because I was like, I'm like, she's just mid, and then her friend messaged me. We don't
She's
have to
mid in
talk-
the
we
face?
don't got to go too
Okay.
far into it. But anyways,
Anyway, shouts out to
that
tall
was just
girl.
that was just a little.
No, I've never taken down a tallie.
You'll get there. What's the other bar that we we went to that the one that they have a projector in and they play game?
Oh, the Cortland Club.
Cortland Club. Cortland Club's good
Cortland
too.
Club's good.
Guys, I don't know if you live near New England, but all these bars,
They're pretty good.
they're pretty good. I would say go see them, but it's not like anyone's coming out to Providence to go bar hopping.
No, it's in
Give me a
Providence.
break.
There's nothing really going on. But yeah, we've had our fun there. Done a lot of drinking there.
Oh my God, have we?
Yeah.
You know, it seems unfair to people who live in Los Angeles how fun New York really is. Because if you lived in LA, That's kind of the equivalent to living in LA, living in New York, and I'm sure that people who live in LA see people who live in New York doing their thing and they go, what's the point of living out here?
Yeah. Well, again, I don't know what the LA vibe is. Like I don't know, like I'm sure people who are from LA or grew up in LA or around that area, you know, who partied there and had like knew about like the social happenings there have had a lot of fun. But I never, you know, I'm not from
Yeah, but
there.
don't when you go out to LA, there's nothing to do.
Yeah, well, it's a very different animal than New York because LA is like in terms of area, like the size of it
Yeah.
is so much larger
Yeah.
in LA, and New York is so small and condensed,
Mhm.
and there's so much happening, and you can just take a train or
Yeah.
an Uber anywhere.
True.
But LA is like so huge,
Right.
but they're two way different things. But yeah, New
Yeah.
York is they are missing out because New York has is a party.
I sometimes I go to New York and
New York has its own weird shit though that's not desirable, like
like Haitians cooking meat off of city bikes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
That was crazy.
That was a culture shock.
Me and Ben were in somewhere. I don't know if it was Manhattan. It was probably in Manhattan, and we saw some. I don't know if they were Haitian, but they were from somewhere in Africa. And they in New York City, they have the city bikes, which are like the you can
The Citibank bikes.
yeah, you can rent bicycles from it's like renting a scooter or whatever. You can rent bicycles, and they were using the basket inside of the bicycle
to cook
to
their
like
meat.
to eat food off of, and it was a culture shock for sure.
Unreal.
What were we? Was that Mondo?
Yeah,
Was that Mondo year?
something like that. Nah, maybe not that long ago.
Yeah.
It's we were down there for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But
my
it was,
God,
strange.
I was gonna say I go to New York and I tell myself, man, it would be so fun to live here. But then I think
No,
about
it's
it
just for
more.
visiting.
Yeah, and it's just that's just tourism speaking.
Did you have fun when you did casting there?
Oh my God, yeah, I had a great time.
Did you what did you? I know the night before you got pizza and whatnot, but what did you
So
do the night?
after the casting thing was done, me, Jet, and our other friends, we went out, and Jameson was there too. We went out drinking, and we went to a wine bar, which I don't know if have you ever been to a wine bar?
Oh, no, I don't think so. But I remember.
Yeah, wine bars it's just a bar.
And you
but
said
with wine.
there was a group of people that didn't pay.
There's a group of people that didn't pay, and Jameson stole their cigarettes. And then kind of like how you were saying Nick did, where he paid the bartender to stay
Yeah.
late and drink. We did something similar where
Nice.
the bar shut down and we had a couple drinks with
Nice.
our waiter. And then we went back to the hotel. Jameson got so drunk he couldn't walk, so we went back to the hotel together. And Jameson, I jumped on him because he was sleeping. He laid down in bed, and I just was joking around. I went like, and I jumped up like kind of Spider-Man jump tickle mode.
You went to go fool around.
Yeah, just fool around with him.
Roughhousing.
Yeah, just not even rough.
Horsing around.
Just horsing around, and then he got up. So I jumped on him, and then he got up, and I went back down to my bed, and he started punching me in the face,
Mm-hmm.
and he split my lip really bad.
Yeah, that was not cool.
And that really pissed me off. He
Yeah.
split my lip, and I got up and I punched him as hard as I could right in the ribs.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh. And then I had to leave because I couldn't even be around him. I was so mad at him. I went down to the bar, and this is the gay bar that I was telling you about.
You had to blow off some steam.
Such a good time though. I love New York. Love
It's
it.
a great time.
It's cool. The best thing about New York is even if you're visiting, bro, because I didn't know where the hotel was. I just booked a hotel, and then you can leave your hotel and find a bar a minute away.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere in New York.
Yeah.
You know what's really cool, bro, is the Pod Hotel.
Yeah, those are. Did you stay there?
No. But the next time I go, I'd like to stay at the Pod.
Yeah, it's just a quick, small little room.
I've never taken a shit and showered at the same time
Yeah,
until I
that's the
stayed
best
at the
part.
Pod. That was kind of life-changing.
Yeah, the Pod Hotel. the toilet is inside of the shower essentially because it's a very small hotel room, and you can sit on the toilet and turn on
So
the
cool.
shower and shit while you have shower water.
So you can so for those listening, you can sit on the toilet like you're taking a shit and have the head of the shower running down on you as you're taking a shit. It's
You'll be extra clean.
It's really cool. It's pretty awesome. You guys got to stay at the pod if you guys are planning on going to New York, stay at the pod.
It's a fun time.
So many good New York spots, bro. Mau Mau?
Yeah, Mau Mau's this Thai place. It's a little overrated, but it's cool to you have to go at least once if you're in the area.
Yeah. We've been too many times though.
Yeah.
I think it's all played out at Mau Mau.
They have those drinks though. You know those like medicinal, like
yeah, I know,
quote unquote medicinal. It's like
Japanese shit.
It's just alcohol with like herbs in it and stuff like that. But
but I do feel like because I have buddies that live well, not buddies. I have one buddy who lives in LA, and in my head I'm like, dude, why? Like, what's the point? Why?
That's your homies from back home.
Yeah, but
So
LA is such a
all they know.
shithole. LA is such a shithole.
Well, you were brave enough to make the leap to the East Coast.
Yeah.
You left your nest and you were like, I'm gonna go with Laker to the East Coast and start my new life. Maybe you when you came the first time, you were kind of testing the waters, right?
Yeah.
What was the thought? It was you and Laker.
Well, me and Laker came out for a weekend. Do you remember that? We came out for this is before we like moved out here.
Yeah, this is Doyle.
This is when this is back.
And you
during
came to Doyle.
And we came. Do you remember we came here?
I barely remember.
We came here, bro.
This is 2020.
It's 2020, and me and Laker came here first. This was like our first stop, and we stayed. I don't know how long Laker stayed, but I was only out here from like Friday to Monday just to see what the vibes were. And I remember I came here. I didn't know you at all, but you had Bud Light Limes. So good. So good.
What did we do?
I think this is before you had the Traeger, and I think you were just grilling on the stove top, or maybe you had a grill before that. But I remember me and Laker drinking Bud Light Limes here.
That's
I can't
cool.
blame people though. Like that's pretty forward. Like moving across the country, I can't blame people for
it's a big move.
Living in LA. But my only conundrum is like, what is there to do in LA at night? I mean, can you go? Are there bars?
You tell me. You're from SoCal.
I went out one. Okay, so this is my one LA.
I mean, you're from. I mean, can you say the same about Yucaipa?
I've spent so much more time, bro. I've spent like 10 times as much time in New York than I have in LA, and I live in California.
I'm talking about Yucaipa. Like, if in Yucaipa, can you go?
Oh, can you go out and like get drunk?
I mean, it's like here. It's like a small town.
Yeah, I mean you can, but it doesn't really hit. You know what I mean?
No, LA is not the same. It's just not the same thing.
This is my one LA nighttime story. This is the only time in my life I've ever been out on the town in LA at night was like 2018, 2019, maybe a little later. And I went out with my friends and we were in LA and it was like night, and this guy, we were on where the Chinese theater is. You know where the Chinese theater is?
Yeah.
We were kind of outside of there. We were just walking around shooting the shit. And this guy comes up to us and he goes, what's your favorite baseball movie?
Oh, I remember this
You
story.
know the story? And I said, Moneyball. He's like, what about Sandlot? I'm like, I've never seen the fucking Sandlot.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, I was yeah in the Sandlot. I'm like, oh, okay.
And he's like,
he's he's like 30. His name is Marty York. He's 30 he's like in his early 40s or something. But I was with my friends and this guy comes up and he's just trying to relive his glory days or whatever.
is he being a creep?
No, he was cool. He was just drunk. He's drunk and probably off coke or something. But he was mad faded. But he's like, yeah, what about the Sandlot? You ever seen the Sandlot? I was like, no. And he goes, oh, well, come out. And then he invites us out to drinks. So then we went to this bar, and then we get there, and he goes, I forgot my wallet. And then he leaves. We're like, okay, well, he's just sticking us with a tab or
Yeah.
something. But then he comes back with his wallet, and then we chilled and had dinner and drinks together. Cool guy. His name is Marty York. He played.
He was just trying to chill with some boys.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to chill with some boys. He played the character Yeah in The Sandlot, which I've never seen. Have you ever seen The Sandlot?
No.
I've never seen it. It's kind of gay, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just the vibes I get from
So
it.
that's your LA story.
Very mid.
Yeah.
Very mid LA story. That just goes to show, though, but if I told you my craziest New York story, it'd be awesome.
It would be awesome.
Because I've had good times in New York.
Yeah, no, it's a whole different animal. I was just thinking about how this is all changes the subject, but how
Oh, finger puppets?
how girls do this.
Yeah, that's the new. You remember?
Instead of this, it's
yeah,
this.
that's what it used. It used to be.
But this is like rakes. This is like a gang. I think this is like a gang sign or something.
Not when you combine it with the other half.
No, but it's like.
Yeah, I see that. Does it even?
Damiel would know. Yeah. When you do like that, yeah. It's a heart. But this is more heartish than that.
That's classic.
But this is like the Gen Z thing.
What are you
Damiel
doing?
would
Are
know.
you sticking with this, or are you going with the new
I'm
heart?
sticking with this. Well, actually, the cool thing to do is this.
What's that?
This is a heart.
Is that trim?
No, this is in like Korea and like Japan. Like this is heart.
Am I doing it right?
Yeah. It's like see how it's like a heart.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
When we went to Japan, I remember Laker did that to like one of our servers, and she was like, like she was like, yeah. It's like, I don't know, it's a kawaii thing.
Extremely.
There's an
kawaii.
emoji for it.
This?
Mhm.
Really?
Yep. I'll send it to you right now.
That's the new. That's the new thing though. Is like all the pop artists are doing the new. That's the new heart.
Yeah, I think it's like a gang. It's like people don't realize that it's a gang.
I don't think
gesture.
gangs are like really
Check your phone.
I don't think people even in gangs anymore.
I believe so. Maybe not. Maybe.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah. I'll show the camera. So this is the emoji we're talking about here. Just make sure, because I showed my.
Oh yeah, when you showed that picture of the phone last time.
Yeah, I
People
showed my
were like-
picture of the phone, and it was
People
completely
were up in arms about that.
out of focus.
Pretty
Pretty
yeah,
funny, though.
That's a
I heard I don't know if this is true or not. You tell me if this is bullshit, but is it true in China? Instead of doing the middle finger, they do pinky.
I think I've heard
That
heard
seems like something you would tell a 5-year-old.
I think I heard that in 3rd grade, and
That's what I'm saying. I heard the same thing in
yeah.
3rd grade. I heard the
think
same
that
thing.
It might be a thing.
I think it's just a
I think
3rd
it's
grader
just-
thing.
Yeah, I think it's just 3rd grade, but it is really funny to think about that as a
Yeah.
3rd grader thing. Have you seen Speed? I Show Speed in China.
Dude, he's incredible.
Yeah,
He's the best.
yeah.
I think that
You think that's the Chinese government like propagate like trying to like
No.
advertise for China?
No, Speed's just really good at
Yeah.
what he does.
I like
the
him.
Chinese government is not that savvy that they would.
I like
Speed too.
Me too.
I think that his China shit has been really, really funny.
It is really good, and he's like
He reenacted some scene in The Karate Kid.
really.
Did you see that?
No.
I think he reenacted I know he did, but I don't know if it was with the original actor from the movie or not. But he did the scene where Jaden Smith is like trying to pick up a girl and then he gets beat up. He's an entertainer. That's what I like about Speed. Is he just sends it. He's like he'll wear like face paint on his streams and shit.
Yeah. He goes all out.
He goes all out, and I can appreciate that. And also another thing, dude, they are mad racist in China.
Oh yeah,
Like mad racist.
most of Asia is like that.
There was a clip of some fan running up to Speed while
with the
he's
cotton.
Yeah, it was a bouquet of cotton.
Yeah,
And Speed didn't tweak out. He's just like, damn, y'all just be hand me anything.
yeah.
Like he handled it really well.
He did,
actually.
he did.
He handled it
Well, it's
really
because
well.
he's I mean, he's probably just handles it well, and he's like super rich and famous, so he's just like he knows like that, he just handles his shit.
He's a
It's good for
fucking
him.
stud, bro. Speed's a stud. He's better than I honestly like Speed more than Kai.
I was
Cenat.
gonna say I haven't seen much of Kai Cenat recently.
Yeah, I don't
Where's
know
he
what's
at?
going on with him. I feel like maybe he is. I don't know.
Something's
I haven't seen a lot of him either. You know what? Who really dropped off? Fucking Aiden Ross
Yeah,
dropped off bad.
I haven't seen much of him.
I think he's done. I
Yeah.
think it's clipped for Aiden.
He's got enough
Ross.
money though. He's got enough money and
Oh,
like
he's set for life.
doing like steak or whatever the fuck.
I haven't seen a lot of him. I haven't seen a lot of Kai Cenat. I haven't seen a lot of who's the other? Oh, you know who I never really got into was that guy DDG. You know him?
No, I probably know his face.
DDG is like the black rapper guy who
DDG.
DDG. He does Twitch streams and he's a rap, or maybe he's on. I think he's on Twitch.
DDG.
Yeah. Anyways, him. I don't really fuck with him. Speed is so funny though.
Yeah,
Oh, bro, Flight.
yeah. Flight's great. He's I mean, I don't know. I never really like followed him like throughout his career or whatever,
Me neither. But,
I just know him from
the memes.
the memes and the react shit. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So and that classic reaction, the Chris Tyson reaction videos.
Where every time he sees Chris
Tyson,
Tyson, he
he-
rolls his eyes.
Yeah, because he's
Hilarious.
he's super stoned and he's like,
hilarious.
and then Chris Tyson does something kind of fruity,
So
and he's
funny.
just like this.
Yes. That's how black people react when they see a trans person, though. Generally speaking.
Generally speaking, yeah.
Generally speaking, that's like the average black
He's
person
just-
response.
It's really funny when
It's
he's just
hilarious.
when he's like this.
Yeah, and then he looks at the camera. Yeah.
It's so low key. It's
He does,
so funny.
His other bit that is really funny is when he blows into his mic.
Yeah.
And then
yeah. Yeah.
he
He's
shakes
the best.
his tongue. Guys, Flight reacts. Can we get him on HK2? You think you would do it?
Yeah, please.
He's probably expensive.
Yeah. I was gonna also say, speaking of Speed, do you know why he became famous? That rap music video.
The what?
I think that's why he became famous. He had that rap music video, I Show Speed.
I don't know
Before
about
I
this.
think it's before he started streaming. Like what got him viral was that video where he's like going like this.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I might have to blur. I'm gonna blur that.
Well,
just
it
so
was
people don't
also
use
it was like that, and then I think he went viral because he was saying that Sui, the Ronaldo thing or the Messi,
probably, yeah.
some soccer player.
Yeah, he's a soccer head.
He goes Sui.
But I remember he had that really like pervasive.
He does the jacking off motion pretty frequently.
Yeah.
The sucking dick thing.
But now he's on to.
He's on to bigger,
Bigger,
less
better
gay
things.
things.
But that China thing was really.
It's
great.
weird though, because when Speed does it, it doesn't come off as gay. It's
No,
just like he's
no.
just like horsing around.
He's yeah.
You know who was like, this might have been like, he was maybe a little too ahead of his time, but Mr. Beast used to do good live streams.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't.
Mr. Beast used to do like 24-hour live streams, like counting to, Mr. Beast would
like
count.
challenge things.
Yeah, like challenge streams kind of.
yeah. I didn't.
You know what
that.
I was thinking, bro? This is my idea for streamers, and they should listen to me. They should dress like hoodlums and play Schedule 1. If Speed put on like a do-rag and a fucking Michael Vick jersey or something and played Schedule 1, it'd probably go crazy.
Yeah. I don't even know if he seems like he like plays Fortnite and like COD and shit. He doesn't like do like
Yeah,
indie
no, I don't
games.
think that's more of like a because Kai Cenat does gaming marathons.
Yeah, I remember when he did Elden Ring.
Yeah,
and,
he'll like change his room to like
Yeah.
he'll turn his room into a set and he'll do like Elden Ring,
yeah.
background or some shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have to pee.
Give us a pee.
Can I pee real quick?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, y'all. I had to pee. I have a small bladder.
Me too.
I actually do though, no joke.
Yeah, I pee pretty frequently. Although I drink a lot of liquids in general though. A lot of water throughout the day. If we're drinking beer or whatever,
Yeah.
you know.
I pee like once an hour.
No.
No, not that much. Maybe once every other hour.
You can hold it in though when you need to.
When I need to, if I'm driving or something.
You ever had to hold in a pee or poop when you're on fish tank in the moment?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. When you're acting?
Yeah. And you just hold it. You just gotta hold it. I've held peas. The worst is when you have to hold a pee in the car.
Yeah, that is. And you're standing up like this. You're like,
yeah. That's like the worst feeling of all time.
Yeah, it's bad.
Having to pee in a car, and then you go, "Where's the next rest stop?"
Yeah. Well, when you're on a road trip, especially.
When you're on a road trip, is like hell.
Yeah.
When we were driving the RV back, me and Jet, I was kind of lucky because we had a bathroom in the RV. But
How's that?
But the bathroom was so clipped from like shit that it was worth just pulling off to the side of the road to pee.
How do you get the? How does that work in an RV? Like, how do
That's
you
a good
release
question.
it?
I think there's a reserve tank.
It's like a porta potty.
It's like a porta potty, yeah. And so you pit like all of the pee and poop goes into a tank that's on the side of the RV, and you dump the tank frequently because the tank will get full quick, full of shit and piss, so you have to dump it. As far as new water coming in, I think there's
Is there a sink in there?
Yeah, there's a sink in there. There's a reserve.
She's to pump it with like a foot pump.
There's a foot pump, yes, but I didn't have to do that because our RV, the one that we rented, was good, and it was all automatic, so it wasn't manual. You didn't have to pump it to use the sink or whatever. But by the end of the road trip, it was so disgusting.
Yeah,
that I would just rather, dude, the RV at the end of season 3 was like
fucked.
Holy crap. I don't think I've ever seen an RV that
How did you have to pay some extra cleaning fees?
Don't know. That's not my department.
Not your department.
All I had to do was drop it off.
Now, how long did it take you to go from Vegas back home? How many days?
We were hauling ass, me and Jet. We hauled ass and got back in a week. We left on like a Sunday and we got back home by Saturday, but we were driving a lot, bro. I love that road trip. That was a really cool road trip.
Yeah.
From Vegas to New England, that was a cool road trip.
Yeah.
Because we took the route, we went south and we went through New Mexico.
Yeah.
Through Texas.
Oh, okay.
And then we kind of took like the south to north route, as opposed to if like we were to go from Vegas,
straight shot.
Right.
Did you do that for a certain reason? Did Jet want to like visit?
No,
friends?
It's just the way that we came. So we just went back the same way we came. But wow, it was cool. You know what's cool about New Mexico, bro? And I don't know if I talked about this, but one thing I remember about that road trip, especially through only through New Mexico, but there's a lot of Native American storefronts on the highway.
Oh, I bet.
Tons
Did you
of
stop
Native
at one?
Americans. Nah, I didn't. I stopped at a gas station. They sell ponchos at gas stations too in certain parts. That's where
Did you go to a Buc-ee's?
Nah, I didn't go to a Buc-ee's, but I hear good things about Buc-ee's. Isn't Damiel?
Cool.
Damiel's been to Buc-ee's, right?
Yeah, I've been to Buc-ee's.
Where am I? Oh, you have a pair of Buc-ee's pants.
I have a Buc-ee's blanket too.
What is it? Fried chicken or something?
No, it's a gas station. It's like a rest stop. It's like a chain of rest stops, and they sell jerky and barbecue and camping gear and like beer and other shit.
I thought the Buc-ee's was fried chicken.
No, you thought of Damiel because he's Filipino, and you're thinking of the Filipino fried chicken chain Jollibee.
Jollibee.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but Buc-ee's is the little gopher beaver guy, and they sell. It's a chain of gas station rest stops that are in
I've
Texas.
never seen one.
Yeah, they're like there's a lot in Texas, but it's just a tourist attraction thing. But it's a fun little time.
You know what? I was really impressed with like the scale of rest stops in the Midwest.
Oh yeah,
They're huge.
yeah.
If you go to a gas station in Lubbock, Texas or something, it's the size of
There's a casino in there.
Yeah, it's a casino. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy how big these gas stations
Yeah.
are.
Everything's bigger in Texas. Yeah.
You know, I didn't actually like Texas that much.
Yeah?
I just thought it was boring.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a big ass state.
Just a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, there is a
out in
whole lot
Texas.
of nothing.
There's
there.
a whole lot of nothing in
a
Texas.
whole lot of land and a whole lot of bunch of nothing.
Not out here though.
Out here, no. There's
Plenty
everything's
to
all
do.
crammed together in here.
There's we should go to Joe's Rock.
Joe's Rock.
Yeah.
Oh,
The rock that Jet
Gotcha.
wants to,
yeah.
the one we always talk about.
You didn't go yet?
Nah, I haven't gone yet.
I was really sick when you guys wanted to go, and I was being a downer.
When's the last time you went on like a nature hike and saw nature?
Nature hike?
That's kind of redundant.
Last year I went on one in Wisconsin.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't really a hike. I went through like a nature reserve though. It was kind of cool.
What'd you see?
Just some birds and some foliage. But no, I mean, I used
Whole
to go
bunch of nothing.
I used to hike the Sleeping Giant, which is a mountain and in Connecticut near my college, back when I was in college.
Mm.
And it was called the Sleeping Giant because from like a bird's eye view, the mountain range or the mountain is like it looks like the silhouette of it looks like a giant sleeping person.
Have you heard the theory that
Yes. All mountain ranges are like ancient giants that are like calcified into rock.
have you thought about that at all?
No. A little bit. I think Charles was talking about it once and that was where I first heard about it. And all the veins and rivers are like the veins of the I think that's just some shit somebody thought about on acid once. But maybe it's real. I don't know.
I mean, it's hard to believe.
You know, we could talk more about that, but only on patreon.com/HK2 podcasts. Check it out.
Yeah, do you guys want to hear our educated opinions on giants being mountain ranges?
Do you want to see us do the
you want to
Chinese
see us
flip
do
off?
the flip off? Is
The
this
Chinese?
is this the segue into the Patreon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so guys, we're gonna be talking more about mountain ranges being giants and
Chinese flip
flipping
off.
people off in Chinese. Kind of gangster. This is a good episode. Okay. Oh, and we're gonna put the outro graphic in too.
Full episodes only on patreon.com/HK2podcast.